For my next trick, I will teach you probably the most common card shuffle that is known worldwide by any type of audience. It is the indie hands riffle shuffle that looks something like this. Looks great, sounds great, and sometimes it gets even better reactions than a magic trick. If you like what you saw and if you hopefully enjoy this video, please go ahead and let me know with a thumbs up on this video, and once you have done so, we can learn the indie hands riffle shuffle. So the explanation for the indie hands riffle shuffle. Now actually the indie hands riffle shuffle is basically this. Just doing this. The visual thing, the sound at the end, this one is just an addition to it, and it is called the bridge, right? The riffle shuffle on its own is just doing this and then squaring them up, right? And in this video, however, I'm going to show you both, doing the riffle shuffle you are used to with the bridge at the end. Now the first thing you have to learn is it is a hard move, okay? And don't let this thing kind of influence your motivation in a negative way. Most of you won't be able to do it the first day. Some of you maybe yes, but the majority of people watching this video right now and have no idea of doing it will probably need 2 to 3 days. I practice maybe around 5 to 6 days. Every single part is hard at the beginning. The grip, doing this, doing this, doing this, doing the bridge, everything is hard. I'm not gonna lie to you, but again, don't give up, try it, because at the end you will have something that you can do anytime, having a peg around, you can just do this and it will make you look like a professional magician, or at least a professional gambler, if you want it. And as I've said in my performance, these shuffle, the riffle shuffle, gets sometimes better reactions than a magic effect, okay? So keep that in mind, don't give up. Now let's start with the grip. That was a quite long intro. The grip is this, okay? Meaning your thumb on the short top edge, the ring finger and your middle finger on the bottom short edge, and your pinky and index finger on the long edges right here. Your index finger, however, while you're doing the riffle shuffle, will go from here to here, curling down on top, so you can apply this kind of arc here, okay? So this type of tension. However, I'm gonna teach that to you in a moment. Now I'm teaching this to you right now with a full peg, but you will need to do that primarily with half of the peg. Of course, at the beginning you will start like this and then transfer half of the peg to this hand, and you do that like so, okay? Now again, this was hard for me to learn, maybe it is easy for you. What you're doing is this, as I've said before, your index finger curls down on the back of the cards, okay? So when you pull the cards back with your thumb on top, your index finger is here, so it creates this arc shape, okay? Now you're gonna let cards go one by one with your thumb, okay? And having your index finger here makes it much easier doing it, okay? And once you reach half of the cards, you're gonna stop and transfer this peg to the other hand and go to the same grip like so. Thumb on top, these two fingers here, and pinky and index right here, okay? So you're here, half of the cards, turn them from the short edge to the other short edge, okay? You can do that any way you want, okay? From here to here, okay? Notice I'm not using this hand only. When I'm doing this, I have these fingers on the bottom to push it up, okay? And of course you can do just this, split the peg and go into this thing, but I believe it looks more professional when you just have a peg in your hand, just do this and you're ready to do the riffle shuffle. Now once you're here, you're in this position, okay? The same grip, both hands. It looks kind of a fancy display of playing cards, but it is not. Once you're here, as I've said before, both index fingers are going to curl down on the back of the playing cards, so you can push with your thumb back and form this arc shape. And now you're gonna do again something I taught you before, releasing the cards one by one. Okay, one card from this pack, and some cards from this pack. It doesn't have to be a perfect shuffle. With a perfect shuffle, I mean like going one card, like so, one by one, one by one. Okay, you could do it if you practice a lot, but you don't have to. It's like there is a shuffle where you can do that. It's the Pharaoh shuffle where you have one card going into each other like one by one, but I won't teach you that shuffle in this video. If you want it, go ahead, let me know with a thumbs up. So here, here, and now start doing it. Index fingers curls down on top, thumbs pushing them back. Now release the cards one by one. Doesn't matter if you release two cards at once, doesn't matter. And you're here, okay? Now, at this point, you're actually done with the riffle shuffle. You could just square them up, you're done. But I know you want to look fancy and cool, so you want to do the bridge. Once you're here, the move is gonna look something like this. To make this happen, you are gonna apply pressure with your left thumb, okay? I'm using my right thumb, but I'm a lefty. I suppose it's gonna be the opposite with you, but just then it doesn't matter. Once you're here, okay, how comfortable you feel, I don't know, your thumb is gonna apply pressure exactly in the middle of the cards where the cards go into each other, right? And the other thumb is just resting on the side. Your pinky is usually free. These three fingers are on the outer short edge of each pack. Now, pressing with your thumb down, you are gonna form here an extreme arc with the two packs, okay? And they won't split like so, because you have your thumb applying pressure in the center, right? So you're here, apply pressure, do this. At this point, you could actually let go with your thumb, because now the only thing you have to do is let go pressure with your thumb, and the cards will start to fall down one by one. It is a little difficult to do it in slow motion, but that's basically the technique, okay? So once you're here, release the pressure, okay? You can do it facing up, just to give the cards the right shape again. You're here, thumb on top, and release the pressure with your thumb. Okay, everything is done with this thumb here. Okay, and once you can do that, you're basically done. Again, you won't be able to do this the first day, at least most of you, but don't give up practicing. And yeah, once you can do the riffle shuffle with the bridge at the end, you will look like a pro. It doesn't matter if you're a magician or just someone playing around with playing cards. This makes you look like a pro at the poker table or as a magician. When you just go out, say, can I perform a magic trick to you? When you do this as you're talking, you already get their attention. That's been said, go ahead, practice it, don't give up. If you give up, you are a loser, okay? I'm sorry, I didn't want to insult you, but if you give up, you are a loser, okay? This is a motivational speech from me to you. Don't give up. That's it. Practice, practice, practice. I'll see you next time.